Hey, are you awake?
Yes, I'm awake. What's up? Did you finish work?
Actually, I was supposed to be able to come home a little earlier, but
You can't come home yet?
yeah, it seems there was a problem with one of our clients, so I can't come home early today.
Is that so? A problem? Huh. It's always tough when you have to stay late. Is the problem going to be all right?
This problem seems like it's going to take a little while.
I see. I was looking forward to you coming home a little earlier, but it can't be helped. Around what time do you think you can come home?
I thought I would be home by late tonight, but because of this problem, I don't think I can come home that early.
I see.
It'll probably take until the morning.
I see. I understand. Don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll be waiting for you to come back. Take care.
Thank you. I'll contact you again once I'm finished.
Okay, thanks. I'll be waiting.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to spend much time with you lately because of the big project I'm working on.
It's okay. You work as an engineer, so we have to accept it and move on.
I really appreciate you understanding my job.
It's nothing. Just remember to take a break when you can and rest your body, since you're always working late.
Okay, thanks.
Plus, you've been working ahead of schedule for our wedding and honeymoon. Thank you for doing that for us. But seriously, don't overdo it.
Thanks.
I'll be fine.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. But just don't tell me on the wedding day that it's canceled due to a system failure.
That's definitely not going to happen, so don't worry.
Good, then I'm okay.
I'm about to arrive at the client's place, so I'll do my best.
Okay, but don't push yourself too hard. Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yeah, good night. Make sure to rest well.
Oswald, are you awake? My fiancé just told me he won't be coming home until morning because of a sudden work emergency, so come now, right now. I want to see you as soon as possible. I'm waiting for you to come. Actually, I usually pack a cheap bento box for my fiancé and replace it with homemade food, which saves us money. So I'm using the extra money to cook a feast for you and waiting for him. I can't wait for you to come. After we finish our meal together, let's enjoy the long night. Late at night.
Zora, are you awake?
Yeah, I'm still awake.
It's rare to see you up so late.
Is it? Sometimes I stay up late.
I see.
You're still working, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still at work. But I took a break for a little while, so I'm resting.
Is that so? It's a good thing that you were able to take some time to relax.
There's something I want to ask you.
What? You want to ask me something? Is something wrong?
Isn't it about time for you to go to bed soon?
Yeah, I was just about to go to bed. So I'm in my bedroom right now.
It's usually your bedtime, so I was thinking it's rare for you to be up this late.
Yeah, usually I'm sleeping, but tonight I was watching a DVD and ended up staying up later than usual.
You were watching a DVD?
What's it to you? What do you want to ask?
I see. Was someone else there with you?
Is anyone there? No one would want to come at this late hour. I've been alone at home this whole time. Why are you asking me that?
I see.
What's wrong? Why the sudden question? Why are you asking me that? Did something happen? You're acting strange. Are you okay?
Actually, I saw the messy bed through the gap in the door, so I was wondering if something happened and asked you.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're still at work, right?
Yeah, I'm on break now.
You're on break, yet you're talking about weird things.
Whose tiger pattern jacket is lying in the hallway?
Tiger pattern jacket? What's going on? Why all of a sudden? Where are you now?
Your clothes are also scattered around. Did you not hold back and give in to the excitement? You're acting weird. What are you talking about? What's wrong? You're on break from work, right? The way you're talking sounds like you're at home. That's right. Actually, I am at home now. Huh? Are you kidding me? You said you couldn't come back because of work, didn't you? If you're home, just say so. I didn't seem to notice at all, so I didn't know if it was okay to approach you. If you can come home, let me know as soon as possible. Actually, the client today was just 5 minutes away from home, so I came home during my break. I don't want to keep making you feel lonely, so I took a break and came home. Oh, was that so? Then it's okay to let me know, right? I told my boss about the situation and asked for someone else to take over my work due to an emergency. You got someone else to take over your work? That's unusual. What's the emergency? What happened? If you go back through our message history, you'll probably figure out what the emergency is.
Moses?
What's wrong?
This is not what you think it is. Let me explain. It's a misunderstanding.
Do you understand what I meant when I said it was an emergency?
Wait a minute. This is a misunderstanding, so let me explain.
My misunderstanding? Are you sure it's my misunderstanding?
You see, it's just that
you sent a message to your lover, thinking it was him, but finally realized that you sent it to me, didn't you?
Hey, wait a minute. Answer the phone. It's a misunderstanding. Please, let's talk properly. If we talk directly, you'll understand that it was just a misunderstanding.
I'm on break from work right now, so I can't talk on the phone. Besides, a misunderstanding? That's impossible, isn't it?
You won't even answer the phone. You're on break, so can't you spare a little time to talk?
Zora's honesty, offering up information about her infidelity, brings tears to my eyes.
It's not what you think. It's just a misunderstanding. If we talk, you'll understand. I was just feeling lonely because you're always working, and I wanted to get your attention. It was all a misunderstanding.
I find it hard to believe that you were just trying to get my attention.
It's really true.
Is the person you cheated with Oswald? My relative, Oswald?
Please believe me, it's not true.
I wonder. Oswald loves tiger stripes, doesn't he?
Maybe, but...
Can so many coincidences really happen?
If we talk on the phone, you'll understand that it's all just a misunderstanding. I've been calling several times, but you won't answer. I think you'll understand if we talk. So please, let's talk on the phone, even if it's just for a little while.
I already said I can't talk on the phone now because I'm on a work break, didn't I?
Please,
Even if I wasn't on break, I don't feel like talking to you right now.
But there are things we don't understand unless we talk, right?
I found a phone in a jacket discarded in the hallway.
Huh? A phone?
You accidentally sent messages to her fiancé, and Oswald doesn't even lock his phone. What's going on?
Did you look inside the phone by any chance?
I'm going to look at all the messages on his phone right now, and I'll see all the messages between you and Oswald.
I think it's wrong to invade someone else's privacy and look at their phone without permission. Isn't it better not to pry?
Yeah, but only you and I should have been in this house, so why is there someone else's phone here? Do you know anything about this?
That's...
Zora, I just saw the messages between you and Oswald.
Please, can we talk about this?
I already have all the evidence I need. What do you even want to talk about now?
What evidence are you talking about?
It's useless to keep lying anymore.
I'm not lying. What proof are you talking about?
There's a record of all the messages between you and Oswald on this phone. I've seen them all. There's no point in making excuses anymore.
Please, can we just talk about this for a moment?
What's there to talk about? Your excuses? I don't want to hear any of that.
It's not an excuse. I just want to talk to you face to face.
There's nothing to talk about. Spare me. I don't even feel like talking. I know that you and Oswald have been involved for the past 6 months. Can't you just admit to your infidelity instead of lying to me?
Yes, I was cheating on you.
I knew it. I knew that was the case.
But it's all your fault.
Why am I the bad guy here? I haven't done anything wrong. So why is it like this?
You're always just working.
It's my job. There's nothing I can do about it.
You're always working, and you don't pay any attention to me.
Even if you say that, it's still my job, and there's nothing I can do about it. I thought you understood about my job.
I know you work as an engineer, and that there are things you have to work on late at night. But one day, I suddenly thought about this.
What is it?
Even after we get married, this will continue, won't it? When I thought about that, I felt a chill, and I was attacked by a sudden feeling of loneliness.
Did you decide to marry me even though you knew that?
Yes, I did, but I was alone at home too much, and I was so lonely. I just couldn't resist and ended up cheating.
Even if you say that you cheated because of that reason, I can't accept it.
If only you had paid more attention to me, I wouldn't have cheated.
But you agreed to the engagement knowing that I was busy.
I know you're busy, but we live together and we can't even spend time together.
Do you really think it's acceptable to cheat now because of such a reason?
I'm saying that there is a reason why the person who was cheated on is also to blame.
Do you really think that your excuse can be accepted?
I understand that he is busy, but you know, that's just a front, right?
What do you mean by front?
Everyone would feel lonely if they were ignored like this. At least try to understand that.
I don't think it's right to cheat just because you were lonely.
I just wanted to feel the loneliness.
Before cheating, you could have made an effort to be honest and say that you were lonely, and we could have made time for each other and done various things. But didn't you always say that everything was okay?
Didn't you need me to say it's okay all the time?
I never said I needed that.
That's a lie. You always said. I understand it's work, so please bear with me, didn't you?
I also suffered from loneliness when I couldn't see you because of work.
Being alone and waiting is more lonely than working, you know. Don't you understand that?
But I was working hard for our future together. You should know that much, right?
I do, but I was lonely.
I can't forgive you just for cheating on me with Oswald. And the fact that he's my relative makes it even worse. You're unbelievable. He's a relative, you know.
Oswald always came when I called, and he's similar to you because he's your relative. We had good chemistry in many ways.
I didn't ask for that. I don't want to hear it.
You and Oswald are related by blood, so it's not a complete betrayal.
What are you talking about? Don't start making excuses that don't make any sense. Don't you understand that it's more complicated because we're related by blood?
Yeah, but...
I don't understand what you mean by saying blood is connected and it's not a complete betrayal.
Anyway, when I was with Oswald, I felt like I was with you. It was fun.
I don't care about that. I am who I am. I am different from Oswald. Don't compare us.
Because you are too busy. I was just trying to forget my loneliness with Oswald. It was just a game. You don't have to be so angry, do you?
I introduced you to Oswald as my fiancé exactly 6 months ago, right?
Yes.
And then you cheated on me with Oswald shortly after meeting him. This is a complete betrayal.
It wasn't immediately after we met.
Stop making excuses.
It's not an excuse. Anyway, I'm not seriously involved with Oswald. Can't we just talk about this?
Why are you acting so high and mighty when you're cheating on me? You said Oswald would come over quickly, but of course he would. That's because he's unemployed.
Huh? Is that so? That's a lie, right? Oswald isn't unemployed, is he?
It's not a lie. It's the truth.
Surely he has a job, right?
Oswald got fired from his job about a year ago.
What? He got fired? Is Oswald really unemployed?
Yeah, that's right. He's been unable to find a new job since he got fired.
Is that so? I didn't know that. But Oswald didn't say anything like that, did he?
Of course not. Oswald's parents even issued a gag order because it's a family shame.
Really? I never asked for details. He was unemployed?
Even Oswald himself wouldn't want to admit the truth because it's embarrassing.
I can't believe it. I never thought Oswald was unemployed. I'm surprised.
Didn't you notice that you were meeting Oswald even during the daytime?
It's not that I didn't notice, but maybe I just didn't care. I thought he might be doing some kind of work as a remote worker with a job that allows for flexible scheduling. We never really talked in detail about his job.
Well, that's understandable. It's just a fun relationship after all.
It's really not the kind of deep relationship that Moses thinks it is. But being unemployed is just impossible. I feel like I've been deceived.
Didn't you ask Oswald about his job either? I don't think Oswald had any intention to deceive you either. It doesn't really matter anyway. Your relationship with Oswald is none of my business.
Anyway, I've broken up with Oswald now.
I see.
So this is all resolved.
Resolved? What's resolved?
The cheating is over, so there's no problem, right?
Breaking up doesn't solve anything.
I'm leaving the bedroom now. Let's talk and sort things out.
There's nothing to talk about. I have no intention of talking to you, nor is there anything to talk about.
If we talk face to face, we can clear up all misunderstandings.
There are no misunderstandings. The fact is, you cheated.
That's true, but let's talk it out. Please, could you put the clothes we were wearing in front of the bedroom door?
I have no intention of talking to you. Besides, I threw your clothes outside the front door. You should take care of it yourselves.
But we were so caught up in everything that we didn't even notice that Moses had collected our clothes.
Of course not. You can just keep enjoying each other's company.
With everything that has happened, that's impossible.
The bedroom door is also locked shut.
Why? You don't have to go that far.
This is no big deal. Think about what you did.
Please just bring us our clothes.
You don't need clothes. Can't you just stay as you are?
Please stop with the weird harassment.
You're the one harassing me while I'm working. What are you doing? You lied and cheated on me. I can't believe it.
Bring our clothes anyway. We'll talk later.
Is there any need to talk to you now? We don't need to talk about this situation together, do we?
It's raining outside. I can't leave the room without clothes.
Are you sure you can't just stay like that? There's no one here who would be uncomfortable seeing you naked, at least for now.
What do you mean, at least for now?
I just contacted both of our parents and Oswald's parents.
Why? Why did you contact our parents? I don't get it.
I explained to our parents what's happening now. Our parents are coming to this house right now.
What? Why? Why involve our families? You don't have to keep contacting our parents every time.
Don't you realize how serious the situation is?
First of all, shouldn't you and I talk to each other?
I don't think I need to talk to you anymore.
You are really unreasonable. It's unbelievable.
Why do I have to be blamed? Cheating is the wrong thing to do.
It was just a fling. It didn't mean anything.
You're the one who's thoughtless for cheating.
You're being dramatic.
It's not just about the cheating. You're not taking this situation seriously enough, Zora.
What do you mean I'm not taking it lightly?
Cheating alone is unacceptable and wrong. But on top of that, you had a relationship with someone in my family.
It just happened to be someone who happened to be my relative, right?
Someone who is a relative is someone you'll have to face every time something happens from now on, you know?
I know that. I understand.
Cheating with a relative is just unacceptable. It's unbelievable. You didn't realize that?
I do understand.
Then why did you end up doing this with my relative?
I said it was because I was lonely.
Do you think it's all okay just because you're lonely?
I don't think that, but it was just a moment of weakness. It wasn't serious.
Whether it was serious or not doesn't matter. The fact that you betrayed me is the problem. Do you understand that? Plus, we have the wedding scheduled next week, and we've asked a lot of relatives and friends to save the date. Do you really understand what you've done?
Yeah, you're right. The wedding is coming up soon.
Becoming a family member means that it's no longer just our own problem. Our parents and relatives will also be involved in the wedding preparations.
I thought we could solve this problem just between the two of us, but it's not that simple.
We've made decisions and worked towards becoming a family. Don't you understand that you're dragging everyone into this mess?
I didn't think it would escalate to such a big problem.
That's because you're too naive.
I never imagined it would come to this.
As a grown-up, you should have thought about it carefully.
I'm really sorry. You're right. I took things for granted without thinking about them.
It's too late to apologize now. There's nothing we can do about it.
Don't say that. The wedding is next week, right? Let's talk it out and find a solution.
There's no way to solve this, is there? There's nothing we can do anymore.
I never imagined something like this would happen. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. Oswald and I didn't have a serious relationship. It was just a momentary lapse of judgment. Anyway, we've already broken up, and it's none of your business.
You know that it's not something that can just be forgotten that easily, right? If you really feel sorry, explain everything to our parents yourself.
I do feel sorry, but please spare me from having to explain it to our parents.
What do you mean, spare you? Are you trying to run away from it? I can't forgive you if you don't take responsibility for your actions.
I'm not running away, but I can't talk to our parents dressed like this. I can't do it in this state.
Wouldn't it be better to show them your true self?
Please spare me from our parents. I'm begging you. Please stop.
Think about what you've done.
I can't show our parents my true self like this. You understand, right?
But it was your own actions, right? You should have known that if things have escalated this far, we have to talk to our parents. There's no other way.
Let's talk things over, just the two of us, okay?
It's your own doing. Don't run away from it.
I'm not running away. I believe we can resolve this through talking.
No way. That's impossible. How can we talk and resolve this?
Just bring me some clothes first, then we can talk. I can't talk like this, undressed like this.
Without any clothes and dressed like that, she can't escape like that. Zora and Oswald seem to be fighting now, pushed to the edge. It's meaningless to argue over who's at fault at this point. Moreover, Zora is so absorbed in the argument that she's not even looking at her messages. She's really a troublesome person.
1 hour later.
Hey, you. This is not the time to be fighting.
My fight with Oswald has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I know it's none of my business, and I don't care about that. But all of our parents are here now.
What? They're all here already? What should we do?
Yeah, they're all here. How about explaining the situation while dressed like that?
That's impossible. You know that, right? What should we do then?
Don't ask me for help. You need to figure it out on your own. Anyway, since everyone is here, let's just talk via messages.
I don't want it to be like this. I want to meet and talk directly. So please, can you somehow prepare some clothes for me?
No way. I don't want to see the face of a dirty woman like you anymore. I don't even want to meet and talk. Messaging is enough. Can't you get the hint?
That's not a nice way to talk. We're getting married next week, you know.
Are you serious? You still think we can get married after this? It's impossible to get married in a situation like this.
But I wasn't serious about Oswald, and we've already broken up, so it's not a problem, right?
Not a problem. That's not true at all.
The wedding is next week, isn't it? Canceling it now is impossible.
Maybe it's easy for you to be so indifferent, but I can't do it. We have to cancel the wedding and honeymoon.
What's the matter?
The fact that you cheated on me, that you had a relationship with someone else, and that you betrayed me will never disappear from my mind. Do you think I can get married with these feelings?
It was because I was lonely.
Does that mean you can do anything just because you are lonely? As long as I continue this job, these long hours will continue, and I will make you feel lonely. So marriage with you is impossible, right?
If you hadn't made me feel so lonely, this wouldn't have happened.
Don't blame everything on others. Think about my position, being cheated on just because you were lonely. Yes, I understand that I've been making you feel lonely lately because of my busy job.
See? You admit that you've been making me feel lonely.
But I've already told you that this project I'm currently working on will end in a few days before the wedding, so we can relax afterwards.
Was that so? I had completely forgotten about cheating on you with Oswald.
I see. That's all it meant to you, right? In the end, you had fun with Oswald, saying that you were lonely.
You don't have to say it like that.
I have been working hard all this time, and my efforts have paid off. I will be promoted and receive a raise in the month after next.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
You don't have to be happy for me. It's none of your business anymore, and my work will only get busier.
Why are you saying that?
It's obvious, isn't it? I can't marry you. If you feel lonely, you'll just cheat on me.
What? You're joking, right? You're joking, right? Our wedding is next week. There's no way we can't get married. I cheated because I was lonely. I promise I won't do it again.
I can't marry you. I'm breaking off our engagement.
What? Don't you love me?
Until I found out about this affair, I was really working hard for you. And I had decided to protect you for the rest of my life after we got married and started living together. But this affair has made me feel negatively towards you.
This is terrible. What I did was a momentary mistake, but I really love you.
You can't say that when you feed your fiancé cheap food and cook delicious meals for your lover. If you really loved me, you wouldn't cheat, no matter how lonely you are, right?
The wedding is already next week. Are you serious about breaking it off?
Yes, I'm serious.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I can't marry someone who cheats so easily just because she's lonely.
I refuse to marry anyone but you.
You can't marry someone who thinks about their own loneliness and is involved with my family like this.
It was just a momentary lapse. It wasn't serious with Oswald. Please understand.
It doesn't matter if it was just a fling or a serious relationship. I can't forgive what you did.
Are you really not going to marry me?
This is impossible with things like this. I can't even consider marrying you.
What? No, please think it over.
It's already impossible. My feelings won't change. And also, you're going to pay for the cancellation fee of the wedding and honeymoon, Zora.
That's impossible. I can't afford to pay for that. I won't pay for it.
I never expected you to pay for it in the first place.
Then why are you saying that?
From now on, our parents will discuss this together. But since you're the cause of all of this, you will have to take responsibility.
What do you mean by responsibility?
That's why we won't be able to come to an agreement by ourselves.
What are you going to do?
We'll leave it to our parents to mediate, since the two of us won't be able to come to a resolution on our own anyway.
So Moses won't talk to me anymore.
Everyone's furious. They might barge into the room.
I don't want anyone to see me dressed like this. Anyway, bring me some clothes. I can't even talk to anyone if I look like this.
I'm packing my things and going to the company's nap room.
This is too much. Does that mean you don't care about me anymore? The one you used to love?
Yeah, I don't care anymore about who sees what, so it doesn't matter to me. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to my friend's law firm.
Why? Why are you going to a lawyer tomorrow?
I don't want to be involved with you guys anymore. It's best to leave it to a professional lawyer.
Let's meet and talk before that.
I already told you. I won't talk to you anymore. Enough already.
I'll call you. Please answer the phone. Hey, you.
In the end, I went to the company's break room and didn't meet with Zora or Oswald after that. I was so sick of them that I didn't even want to see their faces. Zora and I were supposed to get married next week, so it was unbelievable the things that turned out like this. Furthermore, it was really unbelievable that Zora's lover was my relative. I couldn't believe that something like this, a drama like in manga, could really happen. I wished so many times to meet in my dreams. However, the two who came out of the room ended up exposing a pathetic sight. And even our parents who saw that sight were crying while trying to stifle their voices. Well, that's to be expected. Zora and Oswald were apparently crying and apologizing after seeing our parents in such a pitiful state. But there was no way our parents could easily forgive them, and it seemed that they were giving them a lecture. If Oswald and I weren't related by blood, this big mess might not have happened. Zora's and Oswald's parents have been apologizing to my parents, but anyway, it was a chaotic situation. After that, it seems that Zora and Oswald were each taken home by their own parents. They returned home in a miserable state, soaking wet and wearing tattered clothes from being left out in the open. It's really pathetic how grown adults can behave. Of course, Zora and I canceled our plans to get married, so we had to discuss it through lawyers. In the end, the discussion was over in 3 days. If we had talked together, it would have lasted a lifetime. As I had told Zora, we demanded a lump sum payment of 5 million yen for the cancellation fees for the wedding and honeymoon. Both Zora's parents and Oswald's parents immediately acknowledged their children's faults and made them recognize their wrongdoing, so the discussions about the cancellation fee payment went smoothly. The two of them are continuing to repay their debts without assistance under their parents' supervision. Although I went through such an experience, I'm really glad we found out before getting married. From now on, even though work will get busier, I want to take my time and search for a loyal partner.